갑자기 내게 나타나준 너. 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지. 첫눈에 반한다는 이야기가 널 보는 순간.
Alright lovelies, welcome back to the kitchen. So I have my ingredients over here. I have some onions, green bell peppers, mackerel fish, beef, and I have my diced canned tomatoes. So I'm going to list all the ingredients on the description area. I'm just going to add the meat in the pot. I added onions. Over here is garlic powder, onion powder, and this is thyme. I'm adding a pinch of salt, bouillon powder. So when I'm done adding the spices, I'm going to stir the beef and allow the meat or the beef to release its natural juice. So at this point, I'm just going to introduce my mackerel fish. When that step is completed, I'm going to add extra water inside the pot just to make sure that the beef is well cooked. So while the beef or the meat is cooking, over here I'm going to add enough oil inside my pot. I will allow the oil to heat up, and at this point the oil is well heated. I went ahead and added my onions. I will stir the onions until the onions becomes tender. So over here I'm adding the garlic paste and the ginger paste. When it is well fried, I added the yellow or the orange cut or diced tomatoes. I'm going to fry it until the tomato is well fried, or to take away the tangy taste. So over here I'm adding the diced canned tomatoes. So when I'm done adding it, I'm going to stir it, and I will allow the tomatoes to fry until it is well fried. If you are frying your tomato, it requires enough oil because it is the oil that will make your tomatoes to be very fried. So at this point the tomatoes is well fried. I'm just going to take out or scoop out excess oil from the pot. I scooped out more than 3 spoons. Yeah, so this is how it is looking. I'm just going to set it aside. Trust me, the scooped oil is very useful. So I'm going to add my onions and the green bell peppers. These are fresh vegetables and don't need to be overcooked. So I added the beef. So I'm going to stir it all around, and I don't want this stew to be too watery because when your stew is thick, it stick more on your white rice. So at this point I'm just going to add a little bit of the stock that I cooked that I got from cooking the meat, and I added my mackerel fish. I'm going to stir it gently because I don't want that mackerel fish to break. All right, so when that step is completed, I'm going to cover the stew and allow it to simmer on a very low heat. And here, so yeah, this is the final result of the stew. Like, this stew tastes super amazing.
갑자기 내게 나타나준 너.